Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have a really exciting video actually. So our boy King Groot is finally getting his buff. So we're gonna talk about his abilities, and yeah, it's really good because they didn't take out anything of his previous kit. They just added a bunch of stuff to his new one that he's gonna have. So he's got some malice effects now, and in longer fights, he becomes even stronger. So he's good in tech champions because he applies a lot of armor breaks, and for Mystic, he relies on his fury buffs to deal more damage. So he's bad for Mystic champions because they nullify. But let's see. So before he had only immunity to bleed, now he has immunity to power drain and power burn effects. So he might be a better defender. And then his personal fury buffs, they provide him 501 attack rating and last for 13 seconds. And before, they would give him 484 for 12 seconds. So we got one more second and a small amount of attack rating, more attack rating. And then whenever, so yeah, he can spend one of his personal fury buffs to remove a debuff. And this can remove suicides as well, so that's pretty good. So after he starts the fight with Malice passive, which grants him 3 fury effects each time it activates, and Malice lasts as long as King Groot has at least one personal fury buff remaining. So this is huge. So before he had like a timer where like you had those furies that you can get and then you go back to the regen phase. So now if he has at least one, it's gonna be active all the time, and you're gonna see how you can spend those furies in order for that to end. So he gains, while this is active, he gains 100% fury buff potency based on how long the fight has gone on. Max bonus after 100 seconds. So every second you're gonna get 1% fury buff potency, and yeah, it can go up to 100% fury potency. So double the fury damage. It's pretty good. And when Malice ends, it goes on cooldown for 13 seconds. So while Malice is on cooldown, we have a 20% chance to gain 1 fury, and when cooldown ends, we gain 1 fury for each charge acquired and re-enter the Malice. So this is actually a huge update. Before, he had 90% chance to gain a fury charge, and now he has 20% chance. This is actually a lot. And also, if he gets evaded, auto-blocked, or misses an attack, we gain 2 fury charges. So you can potentially like risk it with the evades so that you can get a lot of furies, and they'll deal insane amounts of damage. So this is actually pretty good. And then with his heavy attack, we can pause all poison and armor break debuffs for 3 seconds. But if we have Malice active, we can spend 1 fury buff to instead pause it for 6 seconds. So that's how we can spend 1 fury charge here. It's pretty good. And then with his SP1, we inflict up to 3 armor break debuffs, with each having a 100% chance to activate. Removing an armor buff, okay. This can go max stacks 10%. And before we had max stacks of 9. So these armor breaks also reduce future armor up buff potency by 10%. It's pretty good. And so yeah, it's nice actually. If you have 10 of those, oh, you can ignore like the armor up effects. And then we can spend 1 fury buff to make the armor break indefinite. So that's how you can spend one more fury here. You can make indefinite armor break like before. And with the SP2, each hit of his Caustic Breath deals 1169 direct damage. This is not a lot, but I have to see in game. And this damage is tripled against robot champions. You can deal actually some pretty serious damage. So how much hits is it? It's like 3 or 4. I think it's 4 hits. So this actually might be decent. But also, we have a 100% chance to inflict a poison debuff. Reduces healing by 30%, dealing 3,340. So before it was exactly the same. Okay. And now it's over 10 seconds, and before it was over 8 seconds. So, oh, so yeah, it's the same. And then we can spend one fury buff to increase the duration by 100%, so double the damage from the poison. It's pretty good, man. And then we have a healing with his SP3, we recover 30% of health. And this is pretty good, actually. If we have a heal block on us, it's gonna get paused. The regen is gonna get paused, and when the heal block goes away, we can regen again. This is a good mechanic. And we can spend one fury to increase the buff duration by 50%. So before, it didn't say a percentage, we would gain like 3,993 health over 3 seconds. I don't know how much that is. Oh, it's actually 10% here. We can see his base health. So it's exactly the same regen. So yeah, they didn't touch anything of his old kit. Nice, I like that. And then his passive here, or yeah, while his signature ability. While Malice is active, we gain 100% poison duration based on how long the fight has gone on, max 100 seconds. So every second we gain 1% poison duration. That's actually huge. You have a good duration, you can pause it with your heavy attacks. Wow, I can already see a good potential here with the poison damage. And when Malice enters cooldown, we gain a regen, recovering 7,572. So it's exactly the same. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. We have the synergies. So 35% poison and outbreak duration with Venom the Duck, Mojo, Abomination Immortal, and Mole Man. It's pretty good, actually. And with Crossbones, while fighting hero champions, grants us one more fury, and the chance to gain fury is increased by a flat 10%. So we're gonna have 30%. Okay. And then we gain some armor rating, critical rating, and some attack. Wow, guys, I'm actually pretty excited about this update. Seems really good because yeah, they didn't take out anything of his kit. I think they took out like the double poisons from his SP2, but that's like nothing. Now we have energy damage with his breath. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about King Groot's buff. I think it's gonna be decent, and there's gonna be a good potential with the poisons, and we can like refresh them and everything with his heavy attack. Refresh them or pause them? Pause them, actually, not refresh them. But yeah, still pretty good. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.